talking about our current situation that we're in and how we can apply that, because that sounds like some really useful information that maybe we're not doing very much. And that's just very simple conversations of asking people, what can I do to understand you better?
Yeah, and we observe the external behaviors, right? We observe behaviors, and that is that aligns with our values or it's in conflict with our values. And if there's a conflict with our values, then we react emotionally in a negative way, right?
Yeah.
So that's so sometimes it's just a look, as we talk, the whiteness. It brings up memories, even intergenerational memories and suffering, or it is a certain behavior, certain things we say, or the way we say it, or the body language, whatever, that somehow is in conflict with the values that we carry, and then we react. And so what I always recommend is basically try to postpone your reaction a little bit, and try first to understand before you respond, and before you even you develop any thoughts or ideas about that behavior. Try to understand why the person is acting that way, why the person is behaving that way, why the person is saying they're saying. And that goes a long way.
Good. Yeah, and that goes back to the idea of how our brain processes information, right? We process emotions first and we react. And so, part of, when we do unconscious bias trainings, it's about asking people to take that 3-second pause, right?
Yeah.
Can we practice that 3-second pause?
Yeah. That is known in psychology as really a good tool, and postponing judgment in when we want to build a bridge and we run into a conflict, postponing any kind of judgment, developing any kind of idea of what I see or interpretation, waiting with that as long as possible. There's a second tool that I use with people is also assume good intent.
Yeah.
In general, people have good intentions. The values might not always align with ours, but from their value framework, it's a good intention. And understanding that, assuming that goes also a long way, because that in our own brain does something different than feeling threatened or feeling in conflict.